Hello everyone, Outdoors and Botanical here, and welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be teaching you how to start springtail cultures. So yes, springtails. What do? Well, they're little tiny bugs, and yeah, you probably don't want them in your house because they're bugs, but that's not really the case. These are really beneficial bugs. They feed on mites and things, so they get rid of them. They also feed on mold, so they'll keep the smell down in vivariums. And they're basically a cleanup crew. They're like the janitors of vivariums and stuff. So they're very important to have, which is why you should culture them if you grow plants in an enclosed area or terrariums. They need high humidity. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get started. They're also good to throw in your pots. Like if they're moist, they need to be very wet. So you just throw them in your pots, and they should reproduce, and they also keep down fungus gnats. So, yeah, anyways, it's been a minute of talking, so let's get started. So you're going to get some charcoal. The deeper, the better. At least an inch of charcoal. And then you're going to fill the charcoal about halfway with water. So about like that. It's hard to really see, but see, it's about half full with water. Halfway up the charcoal. You're going to need a starter culture of springtails. I find that I just find them in my pots. I never ever bought springtails, but as you can see, there's a bunch in there. All those little tiny specks are springtails, floating on the water too. See them all running around there? So basically, that's what you do. Just shake it up a little bit. Get some on the water, and pour the water in there. And that's basically what you do. And now you got a springtail culture. And then you just top this one off with water, and you're all set. Now what I feed them is the same as my worms. It's ground up coffee. I think there's cornflakes, oats, that kind of stuff. I can't exactly remember what's in it. You can also feed them rice, yeast, all those sorts of things, but I usually just put a pinch like that, and that's it. I find like with rice, grain mites will infest it and start, like, because they find the rice. But yeah, that's never a case. So, back to what I was saying. I know I'm totally off topic right now, but how I find these is I'll just be looking at my plants, and I find that they're just in the soil, like crawling around. So I'll take a little pinch of the soil, put in some water so they float, and dump it into some charcoal. I've also found them in my worm bin, which I will show you right now, so you know how to find them. So I never put them in here, they just kind of found their way. So I used potting soil that was in my garage. And now, if you look really closely, all those little tiny specks right there are springtails. I'll try to just grab a little chunk of dirt. Don't know if you can see it. But they are there. There's probably thousands of them in here. That's how I started this culture, by getting some of this soil. So yeah, there's one of the worms that are in here. They get really big, really fast. But yeah, the springtails just ended up in here. So I started with potting soil. Came out of my garage, and I guess there were some springtails in there, and over time they just reproduced, and I found them. So you can do that too. Get some garden soil from outside in the forest or something, probably under a log that's rotting. Yeah, just get some soil, put it in a container with some water, saturate, moisten it, leave it, and eventually I'm sure there will be springtails in there, and then you can start a culture. If not, you can order them online, but that's a way to do it. So, yeah, I bet you've had enough of me talking now. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, stay outdoors, be botanical, keep your hobbies, and I'll see you in the next video.